Previewing Week 13 in the NFL here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We're talking right now with returning guest Jeff Grant, sports betting writer for the Bleacher Report. Jeff, thanks for being with us once again, and great picking in the Thanksgiving games last week.
Thank you very much, Peter. It was very tough doing all four of those games, including one in college football, but I'll take 3-1 anytime, and if not for the Jets giving up 21 points in a matter of as much as it takes to eat a piece of pumpkin pie, we may have hit the under in that game. So
yeah.
Very good Thanksgiving Day, and hopefully it was good and treated you the same.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah, I hit the, in our videos, we talked about the Washington team total over, which is my favorite play. I thought that was great. But anyway, we're going to talk right now about the Thursday night football game, the NFL game, which is the Saints and the Falcons. And of course, the Saints have already beaten the Falcons once this year. And, but the Falcons, they keep winning. Everyone keeps talking about how their stats, their record is much, much better than their stats, but they keep winning. They still have a good ATS record. Hard to imagine that they'll, have revenge on their minds in the middle of a 10-1 season. I got to think the Saints plus 3.5 is a good bet here.
I think they are going to have revenge on their minds.
I think so.
I absolutely do, because it's the highest of the degree of a potential in-season revenge.
Yeah?
Playing a division opponent that ruined the potential of going 16-0 in a particular year. So if you're going to have revenge of any degree, I like playing a team that has the highest of revenge and a team that just played the most physical football team in the NFL, just lost to them. That was the San Francisco 49ers going into New Orleans and beating the Saints, and that broke New Orleans' will, in my opinion, for a couple of reasons. The first one is it dropped them back under 500. At this point of the season, just like if you're a sports handicapper, if you've been trugging along, you're 0-4, you started off your year terribly, you work your way up back into the playoff discussion, back to 500, and then you lose, really breaks your will, and also you're on a short week after playing not just a physical football team, the most physical football team there is. So I definitely like Atlanta in this spot.
Wow. There you go. Yeah, you totally changed my mind there. I guess I was just thinking that, revenge is meant for teams that, I don't know, maybe aren't at the top of the standings. How is a 10-1 team really feeling disrespected? Although I know that, people are constantly talking about how the Falcons aren't a real legitimate, one-loss team. So you think that they will have, even though they're, winning game after game after game, that they're still looking at this game as one where they want to make a statement?
Absolutely. I think you just answered the exact reason of why you should go off of the Saints and play the Falcons, is this team is not respected. I mean, if this team was any other team, let's say the New England Patriots were 10-1, the Super Bowl futures market would be so lopsided, it would be unbelievable. But that's not the case this year. You would favor the Patriots or potentially the Packers or definitely the New York Giants in a Super Bowl situation, or NFC game, obviously, in that regard. Those two teams, Packers and also the Giants, and the Giants whipped them in the playoffs last year. So I absolutely think this is a respect game in a primetime situation. And also there's a few other things going in the way of the Falcons here. Their head coach, when facing first-year head coaches, even though that Joe Bitt is an interim head coach for New Orleans, Mike Smith is 11-0 in that situation, facing a first-year head coach. He just beat Greg Schiano down in Tampa Bay. That's significant here because Sean Payton, who was suspended for the entire year, has owned this series against Mike Smith. So if this team really wants to win the Super Bowl, and this is another thing for Super Bowl future holders, if they lose this game, I would automatically hedge against the Falcons this year, because that's a huge loss for them to lose this type of situation game moving forward. And also, Peter, I'm looking to play the Falcons, but I like them in the first half more, because these quick turnaround games have really benefited the team that has actually won the game. They are 11-3 against the spread. The Falcons have had two very good Thursday night performances since 2010, and they've easily covered. They haven't allowed a point in the first half at home in those Thursday games. That's another reason why I think the Atlanta Falcons first half is absolutely the best play on Thursday night.
Right, so what's your official pick? First half or just on the spread on the game?
First pick, as long as you can get it below what is currently offered. Sometimes with these short spreads, I see the number at 3.5 right now. If you can get a 2.5 in the first half, then I'm dead red on the first half. And I think it's significant. This number in the market, Peter, I know you probably checked out the betting odds on the SBR odds page. I think the first move in this game is going to really tell the story in the betting market. It has not moved. Very safe numbers on the betting board, so viewers really need to make sure that they watch the line movement in this game and make sure they don't miss the boat with the Falcons here.
Okay, I'm completely sold. Falcons it is. Awesome preview once again, Jeff Grant. Thanks.